Hi, if you've enjoyed Dodger Blue Dream, I have a request. Please rate and review the show today on Apple Podcasts or however you can. This is the only way for an independent production to grow, and I'm asking for your help. Let's get on to this one.
2 out and a 2-2 and a bounce back win for the Mets in game 2.
I opened Instagram and I saw that there was a snake in the Dodgers dugout, and maybe that was some kind of, a metaphor for what was happening. We were getting snaked. It wasn't like we didn't try.
We got snaked. We're down in the toilet.
The Dodgers lost Game 2 of the National League Championship Series to the New York Mets on Monday at Dodger Stadium in a 7-3 snaking. The Dodger bats didn't show up against a very good Mets starter in Sean Manaea. The MV3 went 0 for 3 in the case of Shohei and Freddie. Mookie went 0 for 4. And down the lineup, it wasn't much better. Kike Hernandez, who's been unstoppable in October, had 2 big chances, but came up empty both times. And collectively, the Dodgers were just 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Max Muncy's solo home run was some of our only offense.
We were just a couple swings away from absolutely blowing it open, and they executed some pitches, and we didn't execute the at-bat, but we saw their...
Welcome to Dodger Blue Dream Daily. I'm Richard Parks III. It's Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. The Dodgers are traveling to New York City, where they continue the NLCS against the Mets with Game 3 tomorrow in Queens.
That's what it is.
Since we do not have enough starting pitching to get us through a best-of-7 series, it was a bullpen game for the Dodgers on Monday, and we felt pretty good about it because the Dodger bullpen going into this game was tied for the all-time postseason record for consecutive scoreless innings pitched at 33. Dodgers righty Ryan Brazier had the ball in the first.
Here it comes. Lindor hits a fly ball towards the right field corner. It carries well. It leaves the yard. Lindor sparks it, as he's done all year, where the Mets need somebody to do something.
Just like that, the streak ended. Francisco Lindor socked one into the right field pavilion, and before the Dodgers had recorded an out, the Mets had taken a lead. Lindor posed for a photo in the Mets dugout with a sign that reads OMG. It's the name of a track that Mets infielder Jose Iglesias released earlier this summer that has given these Mets their annoying 2024 identity. But the real damage happened in the top of the second. Rookie right-hander Landon Knack had come in to pitch. Knack has been developed for years in the Dodgers system as a starter, and the idea of this appearance was as a, quote, bulk guy. The team was hoping that Knack would be able to take down at least 3 innings. But after a single and a walk, Mets center fielder Tyrone Taylor doubled in a run. With 2 outs, Francisco Lindor was up again with a chance to blow the game open. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts opted to intentionally walk the star shortstop to create a force-out opportunity. The bases were loaded for Mets third baseman Mark Vientos.
Cracked to right center field. Pages on the move to the track. He couldn't find it. That's because it's over the wall. Grand slam, Vientos.
And just like that, it was 6-0 Mets. And although we were able to get across a couple runs and get into the Mets bullpen and have a look at some of their high leverage relievers, we never took back the lead. We've said it before, the thing is with bullpen games, it just takes one weak link to break the chain. And on Monday, Landon Knack got knocked around. Hang in there, Landon. I think you're great. Let's recap the rest of the game from the perspective of the silver lining, the shiny underbelly of the snake.
Between innings, Brent Honeywell's coming off a very good inning. My God, there's a snake! A real one, too, not a prank. We've had snakes on a plane, snakes on a train, and the latest Hollywood hit, snake in the dugout.
Dodger reliever and DBD style icon Brent Honeywell had just finished his first inning of work with a scoreless frame and was about to enter the Dodgers dugout in the middle of the 5th inning when a snake appeared at his feet on the dugout steps.
No, I was hoping it was a rally snake, and we turned the rally around right after that, but I don't know, just something to get the boys moving a little bit different than everything else. we can swing our way back into any game.
I was in the stands, and so I didn't see the rally snake at the time, but just like Brent Honeywell, I was looking for a turning point.
All right, we're doing rally cast for the bottom of the 6th. 0-2 on Mookie. Come on, Mookie.
Come on, Mookie, you got this.
We ended up scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. It wasn't enough, but Honeywell helped keep us in that game.
In a 6-0 or 6-1 ball game at the time, it's, it is what it is. Keep them where they're at. They're going to go up there. They're still going to take good at bats, but continue to go out there, execute, and let these guys do what they can.
I want to spend our last chunk here on Brent Honeywell, the Dodgers relief pitcher who encountered the snake in the first place, which, by the way, was safely whisked away by a Dodger Stadium groundskeeper. And if you haven't been following the Dodgers closely this year, you probably don't know who Brent Honeywell is. Honeywell is 29, and he spent most of this season in AAA Indianapolis, in the Pirates system. We picked him up after the Pirates released him in July. Honeywell has spent parts of 3 seasons in the major leagues. 2021 with Tampa Bay, 2023 in San Diego. He had a cup of coffee with the White Sox in 2023 as well, in addition to the Pirates. But the Georgia native has spent most of his career in the minor leagues. This was Honeywell's postseason debut, and he pitched great. 3 innings, 2 strikeouts, he gave up only 1 hit, and he brought his signature style. Honeywell has a penchant for short-sleeved turtlenecks, and he was sporting one at Dodger Stadium on Monday, and his curly, long, dark hair was spilling out of his Dodgers cap. Short on the sides, party in the back. Landon Knack was supposed to take down most of the innings on Monday, but he didn't have it. Brent Honeywell stepped in and had his back.
Yeah, it's a 7-game series, so that's what you want to do.
That ensured one very key silver lining for this best-of-7 series. The Mets still haven't seen our high-leverage bullpen guys. Blake Trinan, Evan Phillips, Michael Kopech. Those guys have been resting since Game 5 of the Padres series on Friday night. And we're going to need them to win this series and to win the World Series. And somebody like Brent Honeywell stepping in and getting the job done during a tough loss means that the Mets hitters won't have a chance to see those guys' pitches until they appear in an important situation in a game later in this series. I don't know if Brent Honeywell is going to be on this team after this year. I wouldn't be surprised if we never heard from him again after this October. But I know because he really brings it in terms of his style choices, and also because of very important relief appearances like this one. Good deeds that don't go unnoticed by this baseball podcast documentarian. I'm never going to forget this guy. Plus, he's got a great name. And I love that thick Georgia drawl.
Well, like I was telling them, I think baseball just kind of happened in front of us a little bit. They're not a bad team.
All the way back in 2015, when Honeywell was a prospect in the Tampa Bay system, upon entering an empty clubhouse before a game in Port Charlotte, Florida, Honeywell saw something that he'll never forget. I got out there and he's up in the corner, Honeywell said in an interview later on. Nobody could get him out of there. Honeywell was face to face with a 10-foot alligator. Was he scared? No, not Brent Honeywell. That's what we need every now and again, Honeywell said, to see some crazy stuff like this. Opining about the snake that he saw in Monday's Game 2 of the NLCS, "It's the playoffs," Honeywell said. "You're bound to see anything." After a tough loss like this one, major leaguers often talk about flushing the game, moving on to the next. Maybe that's not going to do it this time. Maybe we should call up a plumber. Because I think to win this series, we're going to need a snake. Dodger Blue Dream is written and produced by me, Richard Parks. Original music in this episode by Jonathan Snipes and the Blasting Company. Special thanks to Tyler Hill and Elizabeth Parks Kibbe. Please, if you like the show, rate and review today, or share it with one friend. Thanks again for listening. See you next time.